National Football League, presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 31-yard line.
Watson now to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Going to Stills, but this is intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a gain of a yard.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. First down, here's the run with Cook. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. 2nd and 5.
Gary and Conley on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up
working out of the gun. Cousins.
The 17.
And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
Tajay Sharp. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That Stills bringing it in. 15 yards on the play. First down. 1st and 10. And they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
With the score, Vikings 7, Texans nothing.
From the gun, here's Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Watson.
43-yard line.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and a couple. Watson, flush to his right.
Oh, it don't matter.
Touchdown, Texans.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Murray. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 30.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's get the ball.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
3-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
2-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. Screen play, Johnson. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
He's not going to get me. 53 to Mike. 53.
Quick throw complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. Flushed out right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Ball carrier.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a first down throw. Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 43-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing his Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's a game.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and...
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Is good.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score.
Texans 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Check. 24. Check. 53. Hey, watch your lane. Watch the safety creep. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
On 1st down, Cook. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 5.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Number 19.
Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Texans 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10. At their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is, how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
He finds his man Johnson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here comes Cobb. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And Stills bringing it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Brings up for a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Watson on third down, letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
4th down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Watson looks to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
1 yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Mike, 53. Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 53 to Mike.
Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans cut into that lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Vikings 31. Texans.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
On the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
This one brought in by Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings!
Number 18.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Texans.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Cobb. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Deshaun Watson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Watson now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but Very little reason to use him at this point. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Whitney merciless from his linebacker spot in to drop him in his tracks. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of